This is a Dallas Mavericks team who's 4-15 on the road. They're 4-15 on the road. They really suck on the road. Mind you, they have a lot of guys out. Right? This is an injury plague Dallas Mavericks team. They don't have a lot. They don't have Anthony Davis. They don't have PJ Washington. They do not have a lot. Yet, they come in the Garden and they blow you out by 17 points. This team was kicking our ass so bad that we were down 30 to an injury plague Dallas Mavericks team. That's how bad it was. And it wasn't like the refs were playing a factor into this game. Honestly, there was absolutely no excuse for what we saw on the court tonight. And, for those of you that have, seen the last two games in the West, right? We got slapped by 8-30 at the time. It was like what? It was like 10-30 Sacramento Kings team where Precious Achua probably had this game circled and basically had a career game against us. You go to Golden State, you play a little bit better, but in that fourth quarter, you collapse, and Draymond Green is out here making Karl Anthony Towns look like a bitch to a certain extent, and he does some foul shit, which he always does, and he grabs Karl Anthony Towns' ankle, and they're going back and forth, but nobody's backing him up. Nobody's backing him up. Nobody is having his back. Nobody's stepping up, right? After the game, when the game is over and we lose to Golden State, you see Mike Brown having a kumbaya with everybody on Golden State. Respectfully so, because he used to be an assistant coach for the Golden State Warriors. I get that. But, you have to send a message as a coach. You can't accept that shit. We got Josh Hart doing the same thing. Josh Hart being on the court, kumbaya with Draymond Green, as if your teammate didn't just get his ankle snatched and an injury could have happened. I know it's not that serious, but I'm just saying in terms of having your teammates back, you didn't see none of that, and it was nasty. It was nasty. But obviously, you would think, okay, we got Jalen back, right? Cool. Back home. Let's try to figure this out. And for what? For what did that happen? Right? They come home, they get punked by the Suns. When I would say punked, right? They gave themselves a little bit of a better effort against the Suns. But you still get outplayed, you still get outscored the entire way through. At least in the second half, right? Because at one point they led like 46-42 in the second quarter before the Suns came back and took over the game once again. But the way that young team in the Phoenix Suns, led by a veteran Devin Booker, played you is how the Knicks should be playing every game. You're talking about hustling on both ends of the court, right? Pressuring up their defense, not letting anybody get by, right? Making it uncomfortable for our players to try to get a bucket. And we're just letting Phoenix do whatever they want. So then you come into tonight where it's like, okay, tonight should have been a game where they basically said, yo, we're going to put a stop to it right now. Why? Because everybody's healthy. There is no excuse. Let's go in tonight and let's take care of a team that we can beat. Again, like I said before, coming into tonight's game, the Dallas Mavericks were 4-15 on the road. And you let this young Dallas Mavericks team punk you out. Max Christie was lights out from 3. At one point in the game, he was like 8 for 10. But again, this is a team that just it's not even that they. It's not even that this team is good. This Knicks team doesn't want it. They don't want it. And again, you got to think to yourself, is this the limit for this Knicks team at this point?